Sick.
We got to go right into the NBA. Like, the stuff going on with Dame right now, oh my God, like, he might want out, guys. He might want out after the Billups hire, which he may or may not have approved on at first.
I thought he liked Billups. Didn't he say
initially,
Billups and Kidd?
Initially, I think he signed off on it, but now we're hearing, oh, well, I didn't know about his reports back in the day when he had the sexual assault allegations that, you know, who knows what happened there. It obviously, they're saying it didn't happen or whatever. He was absolved of that. But Dame is apparently now saying on Twitter he's not okay with that. He didn't know he was 7 or 8 years old. So, guys, like, if he wants out, where's he going and where do you want him to go? And also, do you think he's out? Do you think he wants out?
I don't think Dame is going anywhere.
Neither do I'm in the same boat. I don't think he's going anywhere.
However, the team I really would like to see him with, the Mavericks. All day. Him and Luka would be amazing to watch.
I wonder if Mark Cuban could somehow find a way to move Kristaps. I mean, obviously he would. I'm just saying, like, is there a way that he could sell that to Portland? Like, this could be your next, like, guy.
Probably not Portland. He would probably be traded to another team. It might be a
three-team trade?
Yeah, it could be.
And the Thunder take him on because they take on all the bad contracts these days. I mean, I don't know, but the compensation
Obviously,
has to be
I would
there.
love to see him with the Sixers.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I mean, him and Embiid would be pretty serious.
You know who's an intriguing team?
Who?
The Pelicans.
For Dame?
Absolutely. They have 9 first-round picks. They have capital to go get them. And they got players.
I don't hate that, Nick.
So
I don't hate
the
that.
team I actually wrote down when we were talking about this topic earlier in the week. I thought a team that actually could make a serious play for him is the Celtics.
I would throw up because
I know. I'm just
Sixers
saying.
would be in trouble.
I know. I'm just saying. Like, I feel like a trade centered around like Jaylen Brown and some picks could work. I think that could be be a little enticing for the Trailblazers to be able to start the talks if he really started to force his way out. And I feel like now without Ainge, you got Brad Stevens, who he already moved Kemba, so he's willing to pull the trigger. Ainge wasn't. So I feel like the Celtics is a team that's like low key that could actually make that work.
They're a sleeper, especially with the cap space right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they're in a perfect situation to make a splash like that. I would be obviously heartbroken, but that would really suck.
Absolutely. I don't think Dame is going anywhere, and I would like to see him with the Pelicans more than anybody, because I think if you pair him with Zion and Brandon Ingram,
I think they would have to. I think they would have to move Ingram though to get him.
Yeah, likely.
Possibly, but they have 9 first-round picks.
Yeah.
It would have to be centered around Ingram, I would think.
Because I think
and a few of those
picks are good, but like you want an established player. Like Brandon Ingram's, he's for real.
The Blazers are going to want an established guy to replace him. So, like, I would say, yeah, Ingram would be in it. Jaylen Brown, yeah, that's a good idea. But, man, like, actually, I could see both of those scenarios occurring, both of the ones that you guys said. I would like to see him on the Sixers. I think that would make them instantly the favorites. That gives them something that the Brooklyn Nets don't have. So you got a 1-2 punch that's probably the best in the league. But then the Sixers also have the parts off the bench that Brooklyn does not have. That makes them the favorite. That makes them the best team in the NBA.
If the Sixers got Dame and got rid of Ben, 2 first-rounders or a pick swap, whatever. Just first-round pick swap, protect the pick, whatever. And Maxey and or Thibault, I still think, even though they're losing 2 good bench players, decent bench players, I still think they would probably be a top 3 team in the NBA.
Oh, dude, I don't give a shit. If we can get Dame Lillard,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
On the Sixers, I'm going to bet them to win the finals.
Anyone not named Joel Embiid.
Duh.
Yeah.
We need to keep him because we can win with him. Yeah. We're looking for an outside superstar to match him. Ben's not it.
Not a busted ass role player.
Exactly.
Well, here, hold that thought.
Sure.
Because I'll say this for now. I'll put it on record. I don't think he's moving, but stay tuned, guys. Like, this is for real. Like, it's escalating a little bit.
He just don't strike me as that guy.
I don't
that
think
forces his way out.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
I think that they're gonna work it out. I think they're gonna have to wait till Billups is done in the playoffs with the Clippers and see if they can work it out. And if they can't, I mean, who knows? And for the record, the Sixers would have the most enticing package of all teams. They have the most pieces, and they can offer the picks without giving one flying shit because they're a playoff team. They're gonna give you future picks. They'll add that on there. They have a couple of, Maxey, definitely all-star type. Simmons is already an all-star. But you know what? Let's actually, this is a perfect segue, guys. So this segment right here, this one coming up, we're going to act like we're the Sixers, okay? And I'm going to give you guys a bunch of proposals that I either saw that were published or were reports, because it's starting to come out now. It's out there, okay? It's really out there now. These are legitimate offers. I'm going to give you each one. We're going to go down the list. You tell me how you feel about it. And the first one actually is mentioned by Bleacher Report. And Mike, you were pretty spot on with your offer, Blazers to Sixers. So Bleacher Report mentions this. They say Blazers give up Dame for Ben Simmons, Tyrese Maxey, 2021 first rounder, 2022 first round pick swap, and 2024 first round pick swap. What do you guys do? Give me your thoughts. If you're the
pack
Sixers.
Ben's shit and take him to the airport.
I'm honestly,
I feel like we would steal Dame for that price.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really do.
I do too.
That's a steal.
I thought so too, first glance.
If you're going back to first round picks not meaning like too much, then yeah, I'm getting Dame Lillard for Maxey.
If you're a good team, first round picks in the NBA, if you are a good championship team, first round picks don't necessarily mean that much.
Right.
Because
That's a bottom 10 pick right there.
Yeah, because there's
bottom
only
5.
There's only 5 players on the floor, so that's like you can control. A superstar can control a game. We say it, LeBron, KD, whoever. So like I wouldn't even the first round picks to me is nothing.
And they're only mentioning one in this one. That's
what I mean.
2 swaps, which to me is like, are you
Look what
really?
OKC
Sign
had
me
to
up.
give up. Look what
I'll
OKC
sign the
had to
dotted
give up
line.
for Paul George. What they get 4 or 5 first round picks, first round swaps. I mean, it's wild.
But this is why I'm saying, I mean, hey, like the value for Ben is higher than we are saying. It's higher than
I don't know
people
why.
are saying. I mean, that's got to be why. Because why else would it only be 1 first rounder? Because a pick swap between these 2 teams is what, a difference of 5 picks?
Probably.
Like, I mean, come on, it's nothing. That's incredible for the Sixers.
Yeah,
I'd sign up for that. Yeah.
Yeah, but did the Blazers sign up for that?
No, hell no.
So that's got to be.
They would probably be like, you know what? We'll do that trade, but keep Ben Simmons. We don't even want him.
But this is why it's like if it reaches James Harden territory where the Blazers wait too long and Dame's pissed off, they're losing value every second here. So this is why I guess they're thinking this might be long and drawn out, and you got 2 star caliber players involved, 1 pick. That's still better than what the Rockets got for James Harden. That package was mediocre at best.
They were just trying to get rid of him.
It was trash.
He
It
didn't
was a
want to be
horrible
there.
deal.
Gained 400 pounds for game 2.
But they waited so long that they lost all their trade leverage. So that's why, I mean, hey,
He just
let's see
doesn't
what
strike
happens.
me like that. I don't think he's unhappy like that.
But we're going to have to see what happens.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we'll see.
Who's
So,
what's the next one?
next one, and this is just my personal thought. If you are offered the same exact deal for Bradley Beal with the Wizards, do you do it? The same deal. So this would be Simmons, Maxey, 2021 first rounder, and 2 pick swaps.
No.
Yes, if Dame is not on the table.
This is assuming like this is the best offer on the table for the Sixers. We're going to go down this list as if this is the best offer the Sixers have. Do you do it, yes or no?
If this is the best offer,
Yeah.
going into next season,
Yeah. The Wizards make you the offer. Dame's off the table. Do you do it?
fuck
No.
yeah. I want to win a championship. I'm not
Bradley
beat
Beal's
for
not
a second round
He's
exit.
not pushing you there though.
But
It
I'm
won't
not
be worth
beat
it.
for a second round exit because I think the Sixers could be another notch better.
Not with Beal,
a
though.
better shooter. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, because it gives up space in the floor. It allows Embiid to work. It allows him to be his best. It gives him more space. That's what you want. You don't want him at the 3-point line.
No,
you want
I
him
agree.
to play his role.
I agree. I don't think my fault. I don't feel like Bradley Beal could by himself put them over the edge.
But he's not going to be by himself. We have Harris and we got Embiid and we got these other bench
Who's your
players.
point guard at that point?
That's tough.
I'm kind of surprised,
That's a
Mike.
good- that's
I
a good
thought for
question.
sure that you'd be in on this, especially
No,
with the,
and I love
it's a
Bradley
good
Beal.
question.
I like Bradley Beal. I'm looking at it in totality. Like when I say
you
like
still have
Ben,
George Hill.
Ben, pack your shit. He's trash. Like Ben, pack your
Hill.
shit and all that.
God.
It's
I
like
mean,
you know,
a veteran starter at point guard. I'm not saying like that's the best option, but they would still have George Hill in this scenario.
Shit, get Rondo.
They would still have Shake Milton, who could probably come off the
I mean,
bench,
if
even though he's more of a
Rondo
two.
can't play 35, 40 minutes though.
But just sign him for a backup.
I'll tell you
just get
what.
another point
If
guard.
I'm the Sixers, you know who I'm calling in the offseason? I'm dead serious. Reggie Jackson.
He's gonna get paid though.
He's gonna
I'm
get-
bringing in Reggie Jackson.
Paid.
Yeah.
I'm bringing in Reggie Jackson at the right price, but I'm calling him and trying to get him in.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised though, Mike. I thought you'd be all in on this one, especially after the Lonzo Ball take from last show.
I would still take Lonzo Ball.
This man is on crack.
Legit. He is on crack.
For real.
We beat the Hawks with Zoe.
He's on crack.
Big facts.
You're gonna be on that island for a while, Mike.
There's something wrong with you.
I'll die
if you
on this
actually
shit.
Believe that.
But I would take. I mean,
you don't believe
that's why I'm saying. I thought
I
for
100%
sure.
believe
He's
that.
saying yes.
Why
to
would you
Beal.
not believe it?
Bro, we're talking about Lonzo Ball.
What does Ben Simmons do better than Lonzo Ball besides play defense?
He's a better overall player.
No, Lonzo Ball is.
He's a better passer, better defender. Okay, he can't shoot.
oh wait,
Okay,
whoa,
we get
whoa.
it.
Lonzo can pass, bro.
He can pass, but he's not Ben.
He's on that level. Lonzo can pass, dude.
No.
I disagree, but
Lonzo can play, bro.
Mike, you could stay on that island by
I'm-
yourself.
I'm-
Yeah, we're
Enjoy
gonna have
your
to
stay.
We're gonna have to
Enjoy your
move on
stay.
to the next trade offer because
Please.
this one's really interesting.
Absurdity.
Okay, this is mentioned on ESPN. The Cavs, all right. The Cavs trade.
I want nothing to do with this.
You gotta hear me. You gotta hear me out. Colin Sexton, Kevin Love, and the 2022 first round pick, top 10 protected, for Ben Simmons.
No. Hell no. Emphatically no.
I'm taking my words. He's taking my
Hell
words.
no.
Why?
What?
I want to hear why though. Just out
Why?
of curiosity.
Because do you think you can win a championship with Colin Sexton, Kevin Love, and your first round picks with Embiid? No.
No.
No. I'm telling you guys, we need to maximize Embiid's championship window. We had the opportunity.
So you
we
want-
just need a better player on the outside.
You want a guy who's ready, like
I
ready to
want
step
somebody
in.
who's going to come in here, drop his fucking bags, and say, "Let's go to work," and we're going to win a championship.
I say this.
That's who I want.
Because Nick, I'm only saying this because last week it seemed like I was the only one who wanted. It had to be a certain caliber of player to make a Ben Simmons trade. And I thought, I mean, Colin Sexton was a 24.7.
I like Colin Sexton, dude. He's
Listen,
good.
Listen to this: 25 point per game, basically last year. I mean, he probably has a star ceiling. I would say. I don't think he's superstar caliber, but
He's good.
25 points per game.
on Cleveland.
Can't dismiss it.
I'm going to dismiss it for one reason. Two reasons, actually. No playoff experience. And I just don't think he's ready.
I mean,
Like, I don't think he's superstar ready. I'm looking for a superstar. If we're
I
going
don't
to
know
get
if
rid
you're
of
going to
Ben,
get that though for Ben.
Why not?
Because Ben's not a superstar. He's just a role player who's a good defender. That's all he is.
he's a good player. He's not great.
He's a decent player, dude. That's what he is. You need an offensive game. He doesn't have it.
No, I'm with you, bro.
He's a role player who's a good defenseman.
Absolutely.
He's Rudy Gobert.
Oh.
oh.
Can't do anything on the offensive end, dude. He gets hunted in the playoffs.
No, he creates so many buckets for this team. I mean,
He did when they lost 4 straight to the
Look
Clippers,
at the year
right?
that Seth Curry had. That does not happen without Ben Simmons on the team. That does not.
Oh my
It doesn't.
God.
I'm just not a Ben guy. I'm just the bottom line is I'm trading him for a superstar, and that's it. Anybody else is cool.
Real fast. Curry was dropping buckets when Ben's ass was on the bench.
I'm not denying that in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
That man wasn't going to miss a shot.
No.
He was just on fire.
I got no. I'm saying no.
But listen,
to the
listen.
topic,
I'm
so-
saying no on that trade too.
I actually thought about it, and here's why. If you take off the protection from that pick, top 10 protection, and it's an unprotected pick, now we're talking that's going
Cavs
to
would be
that's going to be a
trashing that.
top 3 pick probably. Then I'm thinking about it, and I'm willing to maybe gamble on the upside
Now, real
of
fast.
Sexton, and another guy who should be a superstar right away.
Now imagine that. You were just saying that Ben Simmons is a superstar, or he's a great player, he's not good, whatever. But you're saying you're going to trade him to a team and they're going to have a top 3 pick. Let that sink in.
Okay. A top 3 pick for what? What's that going to help me for?
They're saying that he's going to go to the Cavs and they're going to be a terrible team.
Okay. But it's lottery. It's not guaranteed you're going to have a top pick.
No. But what I'm saying is that if Ben Simmons is that dude, he should go to the Cavaliers and they should be excelling.
Well,
You switch Colin Sexton and Ben Simmons, the Cavs get worse. The Sixers get better.
You're preaching to the choir.
I'm not ready to say that, though. I mean, what, they win a few more games, but they still need more pieces. So,
Who?
I mean, the Cavs.
Yeah, I mean,
But the Sixers, I mean, this is literally, you'd
They
be
need a
gambling on
scorer.
upside. You'd be gambling
Yeah.
on Sexton becoming a star this year coming up,
He's a
which
good
is
player,
possible.
man.
He's good. I
He's a
mean,
good player,
it
man.
this one caught my eye.
young bull.
I think that it's a little too much
yeah.
for me to pull the trigger.
I'm done
And
pulling the trigger on potential because we did it with Ben and he's a max
Right.
player and he
I'd
still is
rather-
nowhere near his potential.
I'd rather keep Ben there.
Quote unquote.
But I had to think about it. ESPN had another one, though, in this same article. This is going to interest
I
you,
didn't see
Mike.
any of these, so I don't even know where these are coming from. I saw the one.
These all came
about
out,
the,
like-
the Timberwolves. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
it.
This is from today, I think. Or no, yesterday. But this is the other ESPN one. Wizards trade Russell Westbrook, a 2021 first rounder, which is number 15 overall. We know this for a fact. For Ben Simmons and George Hill. Do you do it? And this gives you, theoretically, it gives you a guy who's already been there.
So, this is tough for me because I am a huge Russell Westbrook fan.
That's why I'm saying
But
I'm interested in your answer.
I would not do it because Russ doesn't solve the problem. Because Russ can't play far from the basket. And that's what you need, somebody to get away from Joel Embiid. And as much as I hate to say that, I mean, he's a better offensive player than Ben, but so am I. But I'm just saying, Russ wouldn't fit. I mean, he wouldn't fit. I can't even talk myself into it as much as I'm trying.
I'm going to say it's so hard because it's like I want to win a championship.
But I'm saying, could him and Seth Curry work?
I mean, essentially, to me, it's like a Ben Simmons who learned how to play offense. It's the same scenario. So I'm saying no to that. I'd rather have Ben, and I'm not going to mortgage my entire future on Russell Westbrook, who was in a decline earlier in the season and then turned it around, had a spectacular finish. But
That's tough, man.
that's like a developed Ben Simmons on the offensive end, but then you lose his defensive value, which did matter against the Hawks when Trae Young is getting limited the way he was for most of the series.
So let me get this straight. You guys like the Cavs deal better than this
I
one?
like that package better if they remove the protection, because I think Colin Sexton is going to be really good. He already is.
You have to remove the protection because if you send Ben Simmons there, they're maybe 15, 20 wins.
But I already say no to that anyway. I'm like, give me Dame or Beal, or I'm. There's a very short list for me.
I would go for the Beal
keeping
trade.
Ben.
That is too much for Bradley Beal, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
I mean-
I definitely agree, but I want to win a championship, so you got to sacrifice something, right? It's worth the sacrifice. If you can bring home a championship, it's worth the mortgage for your future. It's worth
Sure.
it. Everybody does it.
But the problem is you're taking away Tyrese Maxey.
Who cares? If you want
For Bradley Beal, dude, you can't get rid of him
Mike.
and Ben and your first round picks for Bradley Beal, bro. It's not worth it.
Mike, would you rather go to the parade on South Street or keep Tyrese Maxey?
Of
What are we
course.
talking about?
We don't have a point guard.
We'll find one.
Yeah,
Who?
this is not talking about like. I mean, that's a valid point, Mike, but we're not even going to make that assumption. This is just like, hey, is this a good deal? Do you take it, kind of thing. I mean, and then the Sixers go from there. They do whatever they got to do.
I just don't feel like Bradley Beal gives us that much of a. I mean, it's a logjam now, a shooting guard.
All right, well,
That's fair.
that's
I mean,
fair.
listen,
respect your
my
opinion.
my
Whatever.
list is going to be shorter than you guys. I would keep Ben unless it's a really good offer because he has value. I'm not giving him up for pennies. That's where I stand. Here, next one. I'll give you another offer. This was mentioned on Bleacher Report too. The Blazers give up C.J. McCollum, Nasir Little, 2022 first round pick, lottery protected, to the Sixers for just Ben Simmons. Do you do that one? Some people would probably say yeah. I mean,
That I feel like you're getting the most value, but I probably still wouldn't do it.
I'm gonna say no because I don't even think we're better.
Yeah, like
I don't.
I'm not a CJ
Does that
McCollum
make
guy.
us a championship caliber team?
No.
Like, I don't,
I'm saying no to that too because that's not even the best package that we mentioned.
if you're going to do that, just go get Bradley Beal.
Yeah, and then that's in that
Bradley
sense,
Beal's a hell of a lot better
Absolutely.
than
I'm taking Bradley Beal
and in
all
that
day.
sense, I'd rather have Colin Sexton too because at least he's
Yeah.
a point guard and he can create too.
I would take Sexton over CJ right now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
really
even thinking
would.
about it either.
Yeah.
So that one's a wash. I mean, I looked at that one. I said no immediately in
Yeah.
my head. I'm like, fuck no.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
Yeah, no way.
But here's another one. This is an actual report because apparently the Kings have a lot of interest in Ben Simmons as a guy to build around.
See ya.
All right.
Enjoy Sacramento, Ben.
Go Rock.
The Kings give up Buddy Hield, Marvin Bagley III, and the 9th overall pick to the Sixers for Ben Simmons. Do you do that?
No, I want the Aaron Fox.
Immediately.
Me
De'Aaron
too.
Fox or nothing.
That's not cutting it for me, that package.
Yeah.
That's just like, yeah.
I want the Aaron Fox or nothing.
I
Fox
would
has to
give-
be in that deal.
If I'm the Sixers, I would say Ben, Thibault, and a first-round pick, and I would just say, give me De'Aaron Fox.
Ooh.
Who says no in
Say
that?
that again.
Ben, Thibault, and a first-round pick. Who says no?
Ben Thibault and a first-round pick for
De'Aaron Fox.
That might be a little too rich for me, but I'm thinking. I'm
It's-
thinking because I really like De'Aaron Fox.
I love him.
It's
dude.
rich.
I really do.
But
It's
it's a
rich.
little too rich for me. I'd be saying no.
I would probably take back Thibault because I think he's a really good bench player for us.
I got his jersey. I love him.
So I would keep him. But I would give up Ben in the first for De'Aaron Fox.
I don't even know if you would
easy.
have to. I think that it would probably be closer in value there. You might be able to do. I mean, really, seriously,
A swap?
it's not going to be a swap. It would be.
all right,
it would be
all right.
much lesser than having to add a player to the package. I think it. It might be done with a protected pick or something. Ben and a protected pick for De'Aaron Fox.
What
think
if you got
you could
Ben?
probably do that.
What if you got Ben, Thibault, a first-round pick for Buddy and Fox?
One more time, just so I can hear it again.
Thibault, Ben, and a unprotected first-round pick for Fox and Heald.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to do that.
Yeah. I'm getting
First glance, I'm thinking, yeah,
I'm getting a sharpshooter and Healed.
you're
getting-
solving two problems there. You're getting a point guard who can create on
Unless
the
you
offensive
you might have
end.
to throw in Seth Curry on that. or
Yeah, I
something
mean,
like
I don't
that.
even know if that deal will be able to go through. It would be like
Do you think at that point
also-
we're robbing them?
also money wise, it has
Yeah.
to work too. In the NBA, it's the money's going to have to even out. You might have
does,
to have
yeah.
a third team involved because Buddy Hield's contract is fucking huge.
I was gonna say because of salary dump, and that's where you get like
So-
OKC and teams like
so
that.
that's
Yeah.
where like other teams actually
Yeah.
might help us in this kind of scenario.
You want to rob the teams.
of course,
Yeah.
You want to rob the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Put your ski mask on and fucking trade them.
It's like fantasy football with Dole. He's robbing the shit out of you.
Yeah, real shit.
But that's the actual last offer I have on this list, and it's an ever-growing list. I'm sure we're going to hear a lot more shit. I do have to quickly mention one thing, though, guys, that caught my eye, and maybe I'm overthinking this, but Sam Cassell was just interviewed for the Wizards head coaching job, and he's known to be a Ben Simmons fan and did a lot of work with him this season. Do you think that might actually improve the chances of a Beal trade?
Nah.
Even just slightly. If Sam Cassell gets hired over there, he's like, oh, give me Ben. He's my guy, Like, maybe
He's gonna be fired in about 2 years if that's what
Like,
he's
like
doing.
is Sam Cassell saying that's my guy?
No way.
Or is he saying
Not for nothing.
I'm cool with him,
I think
but I
it's-
think he's trash.
I think it's an indictment on Sam Cassell. Isn't he the shooting coach?
I don't know. I don't even remember his title, but he's been working with Ben. I
Or maybe
doubt
he
he's
was
the
working
shooting
with.
coach.
I think he was working with Tyrese Maxey, too.
I'm not even really sure. I don't remember, but he has been getting this kind of buzz. Like he's one of those growing candidates on the list, and he's going to probably get a job eventually. He might be the favorite for this job, guys. So fair to note, like, I mean, it doesn't really move the needle too much for me. But
Yeah.
hey, any sort of support to make that deal happen, and if it maybe enhances Ben's value,
He's
if
just
anything,
an assistant coach.
yeah. I mean,
I just want to hear from the audience. If you guys have a comment on what you guys think on the trade is, please leave a comment in the comment section below our YouTube page. That would be greatly appreciated. We actually really want to hear from you guys.
yeah, hit us up on social
I
media
wanna
too.
know. I'm curious to
We need
see-
to hear this. We really want your opinions here.
Absolutely, because it's a lot of trade talk. So for me, like there's a couple options I would definitely take, but there's options I just wouldn't take.
And I just realized something. On that last De'Aaron Fox trade, to go back to that, I fucked up. I was thinking Ben, Maxey, and a first.
Okay.
Not
Now
Thibault. It was Ben, Maxey, a first for Fox and Hield.
I'm saying no to that one.
All right. That's what I was thinking. Not Thibault.
Yeah.
Not Thibault.
Okay.
I was just playing that back in my head because I'm like, why did they look at me like I was crazy?
Yeah. No. That's
And then I'm
different.
like, oh, that's what it was. So my bad on that. But
You are fucking crazy.
I know
That's
that,
why.
but
You're fucking crazy.
it's all good. I'm psychotic and iconic.
Real shit. Thanks for watching that clip of the Psychotic and Iconic Sports Podcast. If you want to watch the full episode, it is available on our YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell to get updated when we drop new heat. Be sure to check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We will be releasing an episode every Friday at 8 a.m. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time at P&I.